Okay, this is my epoxy drawing of a Peco double slip. So to wire it up. But before we look at this, think of it this way. A double slip is really 2 points. You have like a point with switchblades this end, so you can go there or there. So that's the frog for that one. And then the opposite way around, you can go over straight or that way. So it's 2 points. So if you think of it that way, it's simple. Okay, first thing you do. One is these tracks go off to the other section. First of all, put insulating fish plates there, 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 and there. So you're going to make this a separate section. Take your power feed and feed power in from there and there, right? Back to your DCC bus or whatever, or a controller via a switch if you're using cab control. Whatever you want to do, it's the same, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so it's just like a single slip. What happens, sorry, it's just like a normal live frog point. So you put, if you put your point motor there, and your little, what do I call it? Your, a little switch. You could have a cobalt or whatever it is, or a DC. Anyway, whatever it is. Okay. So this switch controls that end, and the same here. This one controls. This one controls this end. So as far as I'm talking about, as far as the switching of the polarity. So basically, you then take 2 wires. I'll show you. So in other words, you've got to feed power into here and switch the frog. So basically, you're using the switch on the bottom here to switch the polarity of that end, and same here. So basically, and I'll only show one end, right? So take power into the 2 terminals. You have 3 terminals, like you've got 1, 2, and then you've got. So you can switch that way or that way. So that's your output. That goes to the frog. That's these wires here. So you take 1 wire there, 1 wire there, and the middle wire, the common, you run that over to there, to that frog there. Come around here, it's the same thing. So in other words, you take power there and there, and then you run the centre wire, the common, right? And then you run it round, and it goes to that end. So it's 2. All it is 2. It's 2, virtually 2 points. So the blades this end, you need to change the polarity that end, and the blades that end, you need to change the polarity this end. So as I said, obviously you got to supply power into the switch, which you get from your bus or whatever, and then just take the centre wire there. That's all you're going to do. Now obviously, if you go over and you get a short, it means one thing. It means you've probably got these wires round. There's only one way. They're either right or wrong. So if they're the wrong way and you get the short, turn them round. You get the right polarity. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I'll just draw myself again. So there's your power, or your bus, whatever you want to call it. Rail joiners. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this motor, you've got to pick power up. So you can either pick it up, by attaching wires direct to the rail, or there or somewhere, or the bus, doesn't really matter. But the common terminal, you just take that across to there, and it's the same here. So motor and switch, take common wire to frog on right, that's that one. Take common wire to frog on left, that's that one. And with the switch, I mean obviously, probably understand this. If this is a switch, you have 3 terminals. There's the common, there's the power, and there is the wire you take to the frog at the opposite end. So the left point motor and switch control the polarity of the frog on the right, and vice versa. That's it. It's simple. It works. If you're using little Peco terminals, they look like this. So there's your power, positive or negative, positive, doesn't matter. as I said, it will matter because you've got to get the polarity right at the other end. So you can either check that with a multimeter or run a train across it. If it's wrong, the train will short out, which that means all you're going to do is swap those around. It'll be right. That's a Peco one. If you're using cobalts, they've got 8 little terminals on the bottom. So if this is a cobalt, this is the 8 terminals. So to operate it, that's your power what operates the actual motor itself. So that's 1 and 8, and you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 2 pairs of changeover switches like the Peco. So 2 and 3. Sorry, 2 and 3 are where you put your power into, and then 4 is the output. So this switches one way or the other, and it's the same this side. So you can use either of them. But that's it in a nutshell. Let's hope you understand it.